Goodbyes are never easy, but when they come from people who have been part of your mornings, your laughter, and even your daily routines for decades, they hit differently. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, the heart and soul behind Live with Kelly and Mark, have shared far more than a television set. They've shared their lives, their love, and their journey together. And when the time came for them to reveal a major change, it wasn't just another on-air announcement. It was emotional, real, and deeply human. Stay with me until the end, because what Kelly and Mark revealed about this next chapter might just change how you think about your own. For more than 2 decades, Kelly Ripa has been the heartbeat of morning television, from Live with Regis and Kelly to Live with Kelly and Ryan, and now alongside her husband Mark, she's been a constant source of warmth and wit. But what made Live with Kelly and Mark so special wasn't just the banter, it was the authenticity. Watching them felt like sitting at the kitchen table with 2 old friends, laughing, teasing, sometimes disagreeing, but always grounded in love. Their chemistry wasn't manufactured, it was lived. So when they sat together on that familiar stage, eyes shimmering and voices trembling, fans knew this wasn't just a segment. It was a moment. The set looked as it always did. Bright lights, a lively audience, the signature backdrop. But the air that morning felt different. Kelly's smile was softer, Mark's hand never left hers. Then, after a deep breath, Kelly spoke the words that made hearts pause. "It's time for us to move on." The studio fell silent. This wasn't a rehearsed farewell. It was a real couple. A real partnership, choosing to speak from the heart. Kelly thanked the audience for walking beside her for over 20 years. Mark, visibly emotional, said how proud he was of his wife, not just for her career, but for her courage. Their message wasn't about endings, it was about gratitude, about knowing when to close one chapter so another can begin. Kelly shared how Live had shaped her life, and how sharing it with Mark had made it complete. Mark, in turn, spoke of how the experience deepened their bond, letting him see his wife not just as a partner at home, but as a force of nature in the world. At one point, Kelly looked out at the audience and said softly, "Time is precious, and I want to spend mine where it matters most." Mark squeezed her hand, a simple gesture that said everything. Because this wasn't about stepping away from television, it was about stepping toward life, toward family, peace, and presence. For many who have grown up with them, that truth resonates deeply. There comes a moment when we all start asking, how do I want to spend the time I have left? Kelly admitted that the decision wasn't easy. Letting go of something that defined her for so long was terrifying. Mark confessed he struggled too, not as a co-host, but as a husband watching his wife take a leap of faith. But together, they chose what so many dream of choosing, to live fully, intentionally, and together. Sometimes, Kelly said with a trembling smile, the bravest thing you can do is stop and simply be. That line captured everything. Because their farewell wasn't a goodbye. It was a promise. A reminder that life isn't about holding on to what was, but cherishing what is, and embracing what's to come. Their story began on a TV set, grew through decades of marriage, and came full circle as they shared one last broadcast side by side. More than a show, Live with Kelly and Mark became a portrait of partnership, imperfect, playful, deeply real. So when they said goodbye, it wasn't just to a program, it was to a chapter, one written with love, laughter, and the courage to choose what truly matters most. Because if Kelly and Mark have taught us anything, it's this: life moves fast, time is fleeting, and the greatest gift we can give ourselves and those we love is to be present in the moments that matter most.